we are live. Hold on, hold on. Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Give me 1 second, 1 second. Let me make sure we're live on the YouTubes. Let's make sure we're live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Taco Tuesday. Hold on. Let me fix this over here. Alright, there we go. Make sure everything's copacetic on YouTube. Yes, it is. Good. Alright, hold on, hold on, hold on. Alright. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Hold on. It's just got to make sure that this is loaded in. Yes, sir. Are we live on the X in the meantime? Are we live on the X? Are we live on the X? Yes, sir. Let's see, let's see. Alright. Alright, yes, we are live on the X. Let's make sure we're live on the Twitch. We live on the Twitch. Alright, 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 alright. Alright, yes, we are. We are live on the Twitch. Let's see if we're live on the Facebook. Are we live on Facebook? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Come on. Alright. Alright. Let's make sure. We're live. Yes, 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 we are. Good, good. Alright. Beautiful. Alright. And TikTok. Let's make sure we're live on TikTok. Yes, sir. Alright. Look at all them. I've got showing the little sprites and stuff there. There we go. There we go. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Alright, we're live on the TikTok. Yes, we are. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at KIDZ. KIDZ currently, that is the stock that we are taking a look at right now. This stock went up a nice 179%. 179% earlier in the day. And as of now, it has actually had a bit of some movement going on here. As it shot up, boom, right over here. Formed a bit of a descending wedge right over here. And then curled its way on up off that descending wedge. Boom. And formed a pennant right over here. Boom. Right there. And as such, it does have some support and resistance lines right over Mia. Boom. Right there. But it did hit a nice high of 179%. 179%. Marty says, good morning, Doubles and Banger Nation. Good morning to you, Marty. Good morning to the Banger Nation. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fun day. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Taco Tuesday. Hope you guys got tacos lined up in your immediate future. I sure know that I do. All right, and yeah. All right. So we got that going on right there. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right. So, as of now, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty schmexy here. All right, let's make sure that we have everything we got all set up. Yes, 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 we do. All right, yes. But in the meantime, KIDZ, as of now, it is the leading gainer with a 2 million float, 108 million volume right there. All right, so the float is actually pretty reasonable. The volume is also pretty reasonable as of now. So yeah, we got that going on right there. And yes, so as of now, it is forming a bit of a pennant. It is forming a bit of a pennant. Has to hold above $1.09. Needs to break the resistance and the high of day at the $1.30 mark right there. Bobo Beef says, howdy, howdy, Bobo. Here in Yalima, Charlie. Copy that, Bobo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Bobo Beef said, what's up to Marty? What's up, what's up, what's up? Yes, sir. Alright, so, yeah, we're basically just chilling right now. We got everything all set up and ready to go. Woo! Got everything all set up. Looking schmexy, looking schmexy. Alright. Good, good. We're just making sure everybody gets their notifications right there. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got going on right there. Marty says, good morning, Bobo. Are you ready to make some money? Ooh, yes, sir. Ooh. Yes. It's Taco Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. One of my friends actually sent me a video. You know, he's a friend of mine. He's a Mexican-American gentleman. Hilarious guy. He basically sent me a video this morning, right? And in that video, you know, while I'm just sharing everything up here, and Nick says, "Good morning, doubles. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning." All right, but you know, while I'm sharing everything up here, little side chat here while we get everything all set up. My buddy sent me this little thing, and it was like a mix. He said, he said it's Taco Tuesday, boy, and then literally sent me a video of some TikTok group of Mexican American gentlemen who basically mixed rock music with mariachi music. And I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie on the man now. I mean, I didn't even know those two things can mix, but apparently they can. I mean, it got the hips moving and everything, man. I mean, ooh. Look, when you mix mariachi music with friggin' rock music, I did not know that was I didn't know that was a thing that we could do. I didn't know that was a mix that could be done, but apparently it can be, and you know what? I'm not mad about it. Alright, hold on one second. There you go. Boom. There we are. Bubble Beef says 3 for 4 so far. Thank you for the KIDZ alert. Was able to snipe 20% from it. Yes, sir. There you go. The snipage, Bobo. The snipage. You made money. Money good. Money good. Yes, sir. Money good. Alright. Alright. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen. So, I did not know this, but apparently mariachi music and rock music can mix. Joab says, good morning, Banger Nation. Bobby says, Rockiachi music sounds awesome. Yeah, it was. I was not ready for that. Like they had the mariachi trumpets with like rock guitar, and it worked. I don't know how it worked, but like all you did was have these you had these lovely gentlemen with you know, in full mariachi garb, you know, stamping and playing the guitar, and also, you know, the trumpets, and just dancing to the beat, and just like doing that head banging thing that they do with rock music. I'm like, so it's like that. Okay, I can't hate it. Look. I mean, all I'm saying is that sounded good. I can't lie. It was one of those memes. It started off as like a little meme with a woman saying, "Men only want one thing, and it's absolutely disgusting. Mariachi rock music, man. Hey!" And then they just start. I'm like, I mean, yes. It's basically a meme where they say men only want one thing, and it's absolutely disgusting. And then all of a sudden, it's like it just cuts to these dudes making mariachi rock music. I'm like, ah, yes, perfect. This is what I wanted. you're you're right. This is exactly what I wanted. Yes. Hey, look. I mean, It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Can't hate on it. Can't hate on it now. All right. So here we are. Got everything all shared up. We're good. Let's get it. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. All right. So let's get started on the real in-depth analysis here. KIDZ currently up 164%. Has a 2 million float, 113 million volume right there. All right, and of course Joab. I think I said good morning to you, Joab, but I will say it again just in case. What's up, Joab? Good morning. Marty says, good morning, Joab. So does Bobo. Yes, sir. But yes, Rockiachi music is amazing. I did not know I liked that, but I mean, hey, they were right. We do want one thing. It's a vibe. Anyways, so as of now, KIDZ has to hold above the $1.09 mark, needs to break above the pennant, and needs to break above $1.30, which is the high a day, for it to be schmexy to mya. That's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right, so let's put this up over here. Boom. KIDZ. KIDZ needs to break the pennant and the VWAPA at, all right, and break the, excuse me, and the high of day at $1.30. Has to hold above 109 for it to be schmexy to mya. That's KIDZ right there. KIDZ. We called it prior to its run up 179%. 179% right there. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So we got that going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the first 100. First 100. First 100. First 100. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yes. All right. So yeah, that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on. All right. Hold on. Let me just make sure we got everything. Yes, yes, yes. Everything's all copacetic there. But yes. So as of now, we are looking good. We are looking good. And by the way, Coach and I did get a dub last night. Yes, and I did play Fortnite with Coach yesterday. You got to see me put belt to booty on a battle bus. You remember, Coach?
And you eliminated 5 people on that.
I did eliminate 5 people on that bus. It was a very enclosed. It was a very enclosed bus.
You clutched it, doubles.
It was a very enclosed bus. Yes. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. That bless me. Anyways. But, ladies and gentlemen, KIDZ as of now needs to hold above 109, which it looks like it's pulling back a little bit, so it is pulling down just a little bit. It needs to break above this descending wedge. It needs to hold above the VWAP at 103 for it to be schmexy to me. All right, in the meantime, let's take a look at VIVS. VIVS right over here. All right, currently on a bit of an uptrend here. VIVS has a 3 million float, 16 million volume right there. All right, so it has a bit of some movement going on right there. A little bit of an A, B, C, D pattern going on right there. Formed a bit of a pennant right over here. Needs to break above this pennant right here. Let me get the support and resistance lines over here. Let's get the support and resistance lines. Bop right here, right there. Has to hold above 65 cents. Has to break above the high of day at 71 cents for it to be schmexy to me. That's VIVS. VIVS needs to break the pennant and the high of day at 71 cents. 71 cents for it to be schmexy to nya. There we go. There we go. All right, KIDZ. How's KIDZ holding up?
Consolidate.
It's consolidating. Forming a little bit of a descending wedge as well. Forming a little bit of a descending wedge. So KIDZ consolidating and forming a descending wedge. Needs to break the VWAP at 103. And it's pulling back a little bit. It is pulling its way on back just a little bit there. So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Alright, as of now, it needs to break above this little downtrend over here. Alright. And needs to break. Alright. It needs to break the VWAP at 103 for it to be schmaxy to me. Because KIDZ did have a shot upward over here. Alright. There we go. That's KIDZ. SLGB. SLGB. SLGB in the meantime is up 98%. 5 million float, 84 million volume right there. SLGB. SLGB. As of now, formed a bit of a downtrend over here. Needs to break this downtrend and needs to break the VWAP at $1.15. That's SLGB. SLGB needs to break the downtrend and the VWAP at $1.15 for it to be so much maxi to mya. Alright. HIHO. HIHO needs to break this little pennant right over here. Needs to break the pennant and the VWAP at $1.50. Pulled below the VWAP over there and needs to really break above the VWAP at 150, as well as the pennant over here. HIHO, this is a Hong Kong stock. HIHO needs volume to break the pennant and the VWAP at $1.50 right there for it to be schmexy to mya. Bobo Beef says, I have discovered that there's a defunct gentleman's club around the corner from my new neighborhood. Anybody want to invest? This is a joke. I did not know about this, Bobo. A defunct gentleman's club. Lord have mercy. Alrighty there. Well, hey, look, as long as you're liking your new neighborhood. How you liking your new neighborhood, Bobo? I hope you're liking it, brother. I hope you're liking it. JUNS, JUNS. Alright. So, JUNS, as of now, is currently forming a bit of a little A to B, B to C, C to D over here, and then formed a little descending wedge right over here. Needs to break the descending wedge and the VWAP at 23 cents. So that's JUNS. JUNS needs to break the descending wedge and the VWAP at 23 cents for it to be schmexy to mya right there. Bobo Beeves. Yes. Alright. So let's take a look over here. Let's take a look. Alright. At VIVS. 3 million float, 24 million volume right there. VIVS. Alright. So you got that going on right there. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 300. 300, 300, 300. Give me 1 second right there. Boom. Alright. It's a very nice place. We're very happy, Bobo says. There you go, man. There you go, brother. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. All right, let's get a share party going. Let's get the 300. So let me just take a look at VIVS, and then we got a request over here for RDGT. So let me check out RDGT real quick, and then VIVS, and then we'll take a look at RDGT. VIVS as of now going down, not looking schmexy as of this point in time. Needs to break this little downtrend over here. Formed a bit of a downtrend, not looking schmexy as of now. Needs to break above 63 cents for it to be schmexy to mya. Has to also break above 61 cents for it to be schmexy to mya. So VIVS as of now needs to break the downtrend. All right, needs to break the downtrend right over here. And the VWAPA at 63 cents. 63 cents right there. All right. Hold on 1 second. There we are. Boom. All right. Ooh, KIDZ seems to be moving. Let's see what's going on there. What's KIDZ doing? KIDZ curling up just a bit. Broke the VWAP just now. Had a little bit of a pullback, and then looks like it's curling above the VWAP, and looks like it's trying to test the $1.09 mark right over here. We shall see what happens there. We shall see what happens. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. There we go. KIDZ. KIDZ needs volume to curl and break the resistance at $1.09 for it to be schmexy to mya. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So now let's take a look at the request over here. RDGT. Let's take a look. All right. So as of now, RDGT currently $1.67, up 5%. It is a China stock. So, as of now, not looking too schmexy right here. It does have a bit of a downtrend forming right over here. Downtrend right over here. Boom. Alright, and then kind of curled up a little bit and started consolidating right over here. So right now it is currently below the VWAP at $1.91 right here. $1.91. Not looking too schmexy. Has some unconfirmed fiscal year earnings coming out in 14 days from now on August 4th before the market opens. So we got that going on right there. Let's take a look at the float and volume for the stock. The float is 884,000. Volume is 15 million, so it does have volume, but it's a very low float stock. So not entirely schmexy to me as of now. Let's see if it has any news. It did have some SEC Form 4 and Form 3 news coming out there. It looks like it's a bunch of really just insider buying news right there. So that's really what you got going on for it. It is currently a China stock with it's really just consolidated. It needs to break above $1.91 for it to be so much schmexy to me. But it doesn't look too schmexy as of now. Very low floated stock. The volume is there, but it really needs to use that volume. And it looks like the volume was basically utilized to kind of short the stock rather than for it to do anything else. So as of now, not looking too schmexy to me. As of now, needs volume to really curl and break up past that VWAP right there at $1.91 for it to be schmexy to mya. So RDGT needs volume to break the consolidation below the VWAPA at $1.91 for it to be schmexy to mya. So that's what we got going on right there. That's RDGT. RDGT There we are, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. There we are. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, by the way, be sure to check out our merchandising. Be sure to check out our merch store right over here. Be sure to check out our merch store, which has all sorts of cool stuff. We got all sorts of things like, for example, we got shirts, we got hoodies, we got cup and handles, aka the mugs. We have wonderful, wonderful, wonderful tumblers right there. We have tumblers, we have stickers, we have hats, we have mouse pads, we have pretty much everything going on over there. Complete with our boy Stewie Stickman right there. All right, and you know we also have some Beebs Buckaroo. We got some Beebs Buckaroo shirts as well. And as such, we are also getting some Goldie Brickstorm merchandise as well. So we got that coming out eventually. We got that coming out soon. So yeah, and Banger Nation on TikTok says, "Good morning, Banger Nation. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing well in the world of the tac. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So we got that going on right there. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what else we got. What else we got over here? All right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loots, the cash, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So be sure to check that out as well. Be sure to check that out as well. All right, boom. There we are. There we are. Bop right there. Boom. All right. All right, all right, all right. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our 3-month subscription with it that comes at a discounted rate of $66.67 per month, charged quarterly. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. We got all that cool stuff as well, so be sure to check it out. Be sure to check it out right there. Bop right there. All right. Be sure to check out our new 3-month deal at a discounted rate of $66.67 per month, charged quarterly. All right. And yeah, it's a good deal right there. So be sure to get it while supplies last, because, ladies and gentlemen, you never know. It could be hanging. It could be around for a little bit. Could be around for a while. You never know. So be sure to check it out, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to check it out. Let's take a look at JUNS in the meantime. JUNS has a 35 million float, 204 million volume right there. So JUNS, as of now, has that going on right there. Give me 1 second. 1 second. There we are. There we are. All right, JUNS. JUNS, as of now, let's see here. Curling its way on up slightly. Needs to break above the VWAP and hold above the VWAP right now. Pulled back below the VWAP there, so we'll see what happens. But it did try to curl a little bit. JUNS did try to curl slightly. JUNS tried to make a slight curl. Needs more volume to break the VWAPA right there at 23 cents. So we shall see what happens there. We shall see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right, all right, all right. So we'll see what goes on there, ladies and gents. All right. How about HIHO? 3 million float, 36 million volume right there. HIHO, that's at least 12 times that of the volume right there. So, yes. Hold on 1 second. HIHO. Yep, currently still needs to break that pennant. Still needs to break that VWAP at $1.50 right there. HIHO needs to break the pennant and VWAP at $1.50 for it to be so much mexy to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back. I just got to get some water real quick. I'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, there we are. Hello. Just have to get some water real quick. There's the good stuff right there. So HIHO, as of now, needs to break the pennant and needs to break that VWAP at $1.50. $1.50 right there, because it is kind of consolidated below the VWAP, so it has to break that. Otherwise, it's not too schmexy to nya. SLGB, well, actually, let's take a look at KIDZ. KIDZ, all right, as of now, KIDZ is trying to break above the resistance at 109. So KIDZ, as of now, curling its way on up off the downtrend. KIDZ curling off the downtrend and needs to break the resistance line at $1.09 for it to be schmexy to nya. There we go. So we shall see what happens there. JUNS, JUNS. Curling off the descending wedge right there. JUNS broke the VWAP at 23 cents. There we go. All right. Let's get some support and resistance lines right over there. All right. So as of now, JUNS, JUNS curling off the descending wedge and broke the VWAP. All right. Now needs to break above the resistance line at 25 cents for it to be somewhat schmexy to nya. That's JUNS, JUNS, HIHO, HIHO. Bless you, coach. Yes, HIHO. 3 million float, 36 million volume. HIHO trying to maybe slightly curl just a little bit, but needs to break that pennant still. HIHO, HIHO, slight curl, and needs to break the pennant and the VWAPA at $1.50. There we go. Whew. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. All right. Let's take a look at some of the requests we got going on here. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's also get a share party going as well. Let's get to 900, 900, 900, 900. Let's get to 900, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. Let's get that share party going. Let's get to 900. 900, 900, 900. Right there. Yes. All right. Let's see here. All right. Someone made a request for NUAI. NUAI. All right. NUAI. Now, this stock has never really been on my good list because it's kind of trash, not going to lie. But here you are. NUAI. Lots of chop here. Lots of chop there. Lots of chop there. Lots of indecisive wicks. Indecisive wick here. Indecisive wick there. More indecisive wicks over here. Gappiness and choppiness over here. Right there. And then some more right there. So, NUAI, as of now, I can just tell you right off the bat, low volume stock right there. NUAI, low volume, choppy, price action, and indecisive wicks need to be broken with some volume right there. All right. All right, all right, all right. All right. So, yes. Very choppy, very indecisive, many indecisive wicks. Not schmexy to me. Meh, Not schmexy. Not schmexy. Alright, let's take a look at KIDZ in the meantime. KIDZ. Alright, KIDZ kind of consolidated below the $1.09 resistance right there, so it needs to break that consolidation. KIDZ consolidated below the resistance line at $1.09 right there. Needs to break that right there for it to be schmexy to me. Has to break the resistance. Alright. So, let's see over here. Someone requested SkyQ, SKYQ. Alright, in the meantime, actually, hold on. Let me take a look at JUNS first. Then we'll take a look at SkyQ. JUNS currently is a bit consolidated. Actually, no, it's still climbing its way on up slowly but surely. JUNS still climbing up slowly but surely. Needs to still break that 25-cent mark right there. JUNS still slowly climbing. Right, still needs to break the still needs to break the 25-cent resistance line right there for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Yes. Alright. Let's see what else we got here. Someone requested SkyQ. Let me take a look at SLGB first, then we'll take a look at SkyQ. SLGB. SLGB. And looks like an attempt at a slight curl over here. Attempt at a slight curl needs to break 115. Alright, this is a Hong Kong stock though, so I don't entirely trust it. SLGB. SLGB. Slight curl off the downtrend. And slight curl off the downtrend and needs to break the VWAPA at $1.15 for it to be schmexy to mia. Yes sir, yes sir. All right, so let's see here. Let's take a look at SkyQ. SKYQ, this was a request made to us over here. All right, now it is forming. It had quite a bit of a resistance right all the way up here at $4.76. All right, as of now, it did form a bit of a downtrend right over here. So it needs to really break that consolidation and downtrend and break above the VWAP at $4.65 right there. SKYQ, SKYQ. There needs more volume and needs to break the VWAP at $4.65 for it to be schmexy to me. All right. There we are. That's SKYQ right there. SLGB. How's SLGB holding up? I think it just shot up just now a little bit. SLGB, 118% new bagger right there. New bagger, new bagger, new bagger. SLGB. SLGB. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It's not a new bagger. We called the stock prior to its run up 206%. 206%, but it is trying to curl its way on up right there. But SLGB, we called the stock yesterday and today. Yesterday and today right there. SLGB. SLGB. Alright. Called this stock yesterday and today prior to its 206% run today. Curling up and needs to now break above the VWAP at $1.15 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. All right. Let's see here. What about LASE? LASE. LASE. Consolidated below the VWAP. LASE consolidated below the VWAP right there. Consolidated below the VWAP and needs to break the VWAP at $1.29. $1.29 for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's see what else we got over here. Alright, hold on. Let's see here. Someone requested CRNT. CRNT, let's take a look at CRNT. Float is 90 million, volume is 3 million. Okay. So let's take a look over here. CRNT. CRNT. Very heavy float and extremely light volume. All right, consolidated in indecisive wicks below the VWAPA at $2.37 for it to be so much maxi to mia. Alright, let's see here. Let's take a look at JUNS. JUNS. Alright. Has to hold above 24 cents. Needs to break above 25 cents. Forming a bit of a pennant right over here. A little bit of a pennant. JUNS needs to break the new pennant that it formed. Needs to break the newly formed pennant and the 25-cent resistance right there. All right. Let's see here. What other stonks we got going on? All right, all right, all right. All right, so let's take a look at CRNT. CRNT is another one. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 1300. CRNT right here needs to break the pennant. Needs to break this pennant and is also consolidated below the VWAP as well on some very, very low volume right there. CRNT. Low volume stock needs to break the VWAP at $2.37 off the consolidation below it. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's see what other stocks we got going on over here. Let's get a share party going. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a 1300. Let's get the 1300 right there. 1300 right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Okay. There we are. There we are. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. Let's see here. How about another stock over here? Let me take a look. All right, all right, all right. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. All right. SLGB. After a little bit of a pullback, let's take a look at SLGB. There we go. There we go. Climbing its way on upward. Broke the VWAP SLGB. Yes, SLGB curling up and broke the VWAP finally there. Up 145. All right. Let's get some support and resistance lines over here. All right. So SLGB, as of now, curled up, broke the VWAP up 151%. 151% right there. Needs to break the new resistance line at $1.38 for it to be so much maxi to mia. There we go. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see about SLGB. SLGB. Just keeping an eye on this here. It's still climbing its way on up. Still needs to break above 138. Let's take a look here. HIHO. Well, in the meantime, while we're waiting for the stocks here, what you guys up to, ladies and gentlemen? What you guys got planned for today? You guys got some Taco Tuesday stuff planned, man? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Me personally, I got some stuff planned. I got some tacos planned. You already know. Got the ground beef yesterday. Got the ground beef yesterday to get some, basic old classical tacos into the mix with some burritos, ladies and gentlemen. Got some burritos. Got all sorts of stuff lined up for that right there. Last week, though, I had some amazing fish tacos. I'll tell you what. Last week, had the greatest fish tacos ever. All right? Like, Coach and I went to this place a couple of weeks ago, right? And actually, no, not a couple weeks ago. It was last week. And basically, we were just chilling right now. We were just chilling, doing our thing, right? And watching the stock market at the time, right? And we went to go get some tacos with Mama Money, DBO Moms. DBO Moms actually stayed home. She had a little bit of a cold, right? And so we decided to, get some tacos, right? And we got these fish tacos, right? We found fish tacos at this place. It was like this little, I shouldn't say hole in the wall. It was not a hole in the wall, ladies and gentlemen. It was just like a very small place. Like you wouldn't really notice it. Like you drive past it on the highway and stuff like that without thinking, right? But It's really, really, it has a sign on it. It's just a very small sign. And basically, we went there, and they had the fish tacos. Now, the thing with the fish tacos was, right, that they didn't make it like how you would make a normal taco, right? So they were actually interesting with it. So they had coleslaw. Now, I'm not much of a coleslaw guy, ladies and gents. Not much of a coleslaw guy. But they basically took the coleslaw, mixed it with some, I won't say spicy because it wasn't really spicy. I'd say more so, if anything, it was just one of those things where they mixed up the coleslaw with a little bit of, what's it called, man? Oh my god. They had like this special blend of spices that they used for themselves, right? It's like their own brand of spices. Like, ever go to those restaurants or those places and they got their own brand with spices on it? It's like their own concoction, right? They mixed it up together with that, all right? And it was like this sweet yet tangy and savory with a slight kick to it sauce that they put on the fish. It was like a mix of the tartar sauce. It was a mix of the coleslaw, and it was a mix of a the the spices that they had going on there, and they basically just put it up there. It was amazing. It was absolutely delicious, ladies and gentlemen. Fish tacos for like the first time in a while. I hadn't had fish tacos um, in a while, like probably a month, maybe 2 months, 3 months, and it was good. It was real good. They had like different types. They were like, what type would you like? Would you like cod? There was another one called an amber fish, I think. I don't know, something like that. And obviously, I wanted cod. I like cod, but there was like a fish and chips place that also had fish tacos, and it was absolutely spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely spectacular. It was something that Coach and I just enjoyed, had a good time, and yeah, we were just basically chilling there. VIVK, by the way, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. VIVK, VIVK, VIVK. Ooh, price spike on low. Well, the float is extremely low. The float is 614,000. Volume is 2 million. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So, major price spike over here. Major price spike. I'm not entirely trusting of this one right here. Hit 114% right now on a major price spike. VIVK, major price spike. Up 114%. All right. There we are. There we are. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. There we are. There we are. So, as of now, VIVK shot up to 114% and then pulled back a little bit. Major price spike. Major price spike as of now. I don't entirely trust this stock. It is a very low floated stock. The volume is actually pretty reasonable. 4 million volume, 614,000 float. So the volume is higher than that of float. I will give it that, but it is a major price spike going on over here. Let's hit some support and resistance lines over here. Support and resistance. All right. Oh my, hold on. Hold on. It's peeking its way on up right now. Peeking its way on up. We shall see. We shall see here. Can it break above the $3.73 high a day? All right, VIVK, VIVK. Major price spike. Shot up 114%. 114%. Needs to break the high of day at 373 for it to be schmexy or to me. Oh my, and it does. 117%. Oh my. 120% right there. 120. All right. 120%. Woo. Okay, 122, 128. Oh my, 133. There we go. Okay. 406, $4.06. 127, $1.29%, 132% now. 132. All right. 133. All right, all right, all right. 138. All right. 138% right there. 138%. 141. There we go. All right. Let's see here. 141% right there. 141%. Oh my. All right, needs to break the new high a day at $4.19. $4.19. Schmexiness right there. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see here. 8 minutes to the bell, ladies and gentlemen. 8 minutes to the bell. The bell. It deafens me. All right. There we are. There we are. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. All right, we're good. Looking good, looking good, looking good. All right. Oh my, I looked away for 5 seconds and it's up 194%. Oh geez. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. 109. Whoa, where, how high did it go? I looked away for 5 seconds. 194%. Oh my. Oh my. 197, 205%. Okay. 205% now. Oh my gration. Okay. VIPKA 205%. Okay. Hold on, let me see here. 240%. Oh. Whoa, okay, so that's how high it went. It ran 240%. Oh my, it shot up like crazy and then proceeded to pull back a little bit, but yeah, no, it hit a high of 240%. Oh my gration. Oh my, okay. VIVK, new high of day, shot up 240%, 240%. Mm-hmm.
Going for another leg.
All right. Yep. And
Going
needs.
for another leg, Nick.
Yes it is to break the new high a day at 564. 564 for it to be so much maxi to me. There we go. Oh my! I was not ready for VIVK. Wow. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. All right. All right. All right. All right. There we go. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. There we are. There we are. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's see here. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Hold on one second. Wow. Okay. Just want to make sure. Yep. Ran up 240%. Oh my. All right. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. Joab says, the Rainmaker. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Just looking over here real quick. Yeesh. Just doing our thing over here. Alright. Good, good. Good, good. I'm just reading through here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1800. 1800. 1800. 1800. Give me a second here. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Alright. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1800. 1800. 1800. Give me just a second. I'm just making sure that everything's all copacetic over here. Yeesh. 1 second. 1 second. Wait a second. 1 second. Yeesh. Just gotta make sure everything's all copacetic over here. But yeah. VIVK ran up and shot up to 240%. 240% now. It's kind of pulling back a little bit. But it did have that nice shot upward over there. It is a bit overbought in the RSI. A bit overbought in the RSI right there. But we got that going on right there. Alright. Let's get this over here. Boom. Alright. Just getting this all fixed up here. Letting the world know. Letting the world know.
The bail.
Yes, the bail. The bail. Oh my. P90. I'm sorry. I had to say it. I had to say it. I had to say it. 1 second. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. 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 Alright, alright, alright. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. There we go. Good. Schmexiness. Oh my! 266%. Oh my!
Oh, migration!
What the?
Migration!
I looked away for 5 seconds just to share something real quick, and then it turns out it turns to 266. Oh my gracious. I look away for 5 seconds. Jeez. Ay, ay. 266%. I'm just like looking away to like go fix something real quick, and then
It's pushing. It's
oh
pushing.
my, wow,
Oh my gracious.
292,
Migration.
292. Oh my gracious. Ooh.
It's pushing. It's pushing.
Oh my.
Oh migration.
VIVK 292%. VIVK up 292%. Oh my. 292%. There we go, baby. There we go. By the way, want to hear something funny? Want to hear something funny? Want to hear something funny, ladies and gentlemen? Want to hear something funny? All right.
Bottom tail green. Come
Yes,
on now.
yes, yes. Woo.
Come on, bottom tail.
Yes. This stock was actually called earlier in the day at 9:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when it was just 43%.
It's pushing.
292%. There we go.
Go.
That was.
Oh,
305. 305. 305. 305. Ooh, 306. 308.
Let's go.
308. There we go. Oh my. Oh my. Oh migration.
Migration.
Ooh.
Migration.
Ooh my. Ooh Nelly. All right. 308%. 308% needs to break the new higher day at $7.14 right there. 7.14 for it to be even schmexier to me. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, good. All right. VIVK shot up to 308%. Oh, my. Woo.
Oh, migration.
Oh, migration. And it looks like it's testing it again. 320%. 324. Oh, my. Oh, my. Ooh. Ooh. 314% now. That's the high. It broke through it already. 314%. 314%. All right, all right, all right. Ooh-wee.
All right.
All right. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Yes. 314% now. 314%. 314%. Ran up 314%. Yes. All right. VIVK. Yes. Needs to now break the new higher day once again at $7.51 right there. $7.51 right there. There we go. Oh my. Oh my gracious. You know what, Joab? I think you might be right, buddy. I think I might just be the rainmaker. It's almost as if I am. Ah. Oh man. All I did was just, keep an eye out over here. I'm like, you know what I mean? Mm. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. 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 Mobius's VIVK equals money. Yes.
Money, 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 money.
Money! Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Yes. Alright. Beautiful.
That's the way, I like it. Money,
Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Alright.
money, money, money.
Money. Money.
Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money,
Ooh.
money.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for me. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. So be sure to check that out, because we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot's the cashola, the big bucks, I tell ya. And ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check us out on our YouTube channel at CoachNickMoney. At CoachNickMoney, where we do all sorts of live streaming, stock reviews, stock analysis, all sorts of cool stuff like that. So be sure to check us out there. Be sure to check us out there. Be sure to check us out on our X.com, aka Twitter, at CoachNickMoney. At CoachNickMoney, where we got all sorts of stuff like live streaming, stock reviews, and stock analysis going on over there. So be sure to check that out too. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check us out on our wonderful Twitch at CoachNickMoney. At CoachNickMoney, where we got all sorts of live streaming going on over there. Be sure to check us out on our Facebook at CoachNickMoney. At CoachNickMoney, where we do live streaming, stock reviews, and stock analysis there as well. Be sure to check us out on our TikTok, Tiki-Taki, a.k.a. the Tac Tac. The Tac Tac. The Tac Tac, Coach. No Tac Tac. Okay, you hate me. I'm kidding. Alright, the Tac Tac. Alright, you can find us there at DBL Nicks. At DBLNICKS, and the screen name is Coach Nick Money. Money. Alright, so we got that going on right there. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check us out on our Instagram and threads at CoachNickMoney. At CoachNickMoney, where we got all sorts of stock reviews and stock analysis going on as well over there. So be sure to check it out, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to stay tuned for our 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time show, Power Play. Hosted by the legend himself, Coach Nick Money, as he traverses the stock market prior to the Power Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the Power Hour. So, yeah, be sure to check that out as well. Where Coach likes to basically just chill, right? He likes to chill. And what he likes to do is he likes to, just take a look at the stock market real quick, the stock market. And what he likes to do is he likes to, keep an eye on the stocks, give his honest review and analysis on what goes on in the stock market prior to the Power Hour. And then what he likes to do is he likes to let the stock simmer a little bit on some high heat with a little bit of paprika, a little bit of sazon, turmeric, cumin, a little bit of tagine for the flavor right there. Tenderism right there. It's the tenderism. And of course, we got other stuff right there. He's got the lemon pepper steppers, all that good stuff. So yeah, be sure to check that out. All right, quick thing before we wrap up. If you guys have been watching and you're serious about small caps, don't just sit on the outside trying to piece it together. We've got a 4-day full access pass for only $9.99, as well as a 3-month pass at a discounted rate of $66.67 per month, charged quarterly, and it's all full access. So you come inside, you get to see how we actually operate live. You get to witness how we structure trade ideas, how we map levels, how we think about risk, how we handle momentum. You get access to our next day early watch list, as well as 24/7 market news flow, which is shown on the right-hand side of the screen, complete with a hyperlink on the top, synopsis of the article in the middle, and then of course hyperlink to the ticker that is affiliated with the news within said article on the bottom. So you can basically just press a button and learn more information about the ticker right there. Bada bing, bada boom. You got yourself some information right there. You got pre-market, regular hours, and after-hours scanners as well. One of which is on the left side of the screen right over here, complete with the ticker, price, volume, float, change in percentage, whether the stock is moving up or down, as well as the hyperlinks to the stocks right there. So yeah, you got that going on. You got that going on right there. All right, and of course, all the information is at the touch of a button. All of it's at the touch of a button. So yeah, you got that going on right there. Yes, sir. And of course, you get access to our ticker tape built to catch stocks when they're starting to heat up, but before they go parabolique, because ladies and gentlemen, this isn't noise, we do structure. And if that's the way you want to approach this market, grab the 4-day pass or the 3-month pass and come see it live. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section. And when you come in, let us know you saw us on the stream. We'd love to hear from you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it from me. It's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I will see you guys at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Power Play. All right, ladies and gentlemen, much love. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. See you guys soon. Peace out. Enjoy Taco Tuesday. We love you guys. And yeah, again,